Hey, Maria back with another video. It's 11:02 a.m. and I am just kind of kicking back here on the couch doing laundry and having coffee all by myself. But you know, it would be nice to have a girlfriend to come over and have coffee and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. And that would be great, you know? But even though initially wished I had someone to have coffee with, right now I'm in one of those reflective moods, so maybe it wouldn't have been a good idea anyway to have company. Not that there's anyone I know, but anyway. So I'm sitting here thinking about, you know, my outburst this morning on my video. And it's not something that I do intentionally. It's like, you know, somebody who has gone through entirely too much. And when they wake up, kind of like, you know, somebody who dealt with a major trauma when they were younger, and they have flashbacks later on in their 30s, and then the next thing you know, their mood just spirals out of control. It's kind of like that in a way. Of course, I have more control over my feelings, but you have to release it because, you know, you've dealt with so many things that were wrong and so many unjust things that it starts to build up, you know, because how is it that people can't see that what they did was wrong, you know? And you get frustrated because you're suffering from the actions of other people. And that's bothersome, you know? I think some people thought, well, maybe they thought that I was doing something wrong, or that, because that's usually what it is somebody has an opinion about a person, and then they want to enforce that, and then all of a sudden other people jump in on it, and it becomes like, what are we really bitching about? Because many of these people do the same thing themselves, you know? I've done nothing wrong, you know? And so I'm a victim of just bullshit, you know, things that, you know, an unjust action that literally crept up on me without me having any knowledge of, or me having any right or say in the matter, you know. And once you start realizing what the emotional abuse that they put you through, the fear, anxiety that they put you through, the what do you call it? Just it's abuse, no matter how you look at it, because it's deceptive, you know, and it's very painful. And so, you know, regardless of what people thought that I did something wrong or not, I'm not doing anything illegal. I didn't do anything wrong, you know. I don't know. This whole issue with the former employers getting involved in this, and then the cute guy getting involved in it, and then people thinking that I had something to do with the cute guy all these years. I mean, all of it. It just, regardless, no matter how you look at it, they're in the wrong, you know? Not just the fact that none of this stuff ever happened, but it's the fact that, you know, who are they to cast judgment on somebody, you know? And really considering the situation, it's like, well, how could this happen? I mean, I just, there's just a lot of, you know, pent up stress and anger and frustration about this issue, and it bothers me, you know. And so some people think, well, everything's fine, you know, everything's fine. I don't know if everything's fine. I have no idea what these people are doing behind the scenes or whatever. And, you know, everything that's happened all up until this point has all been, in my opinion, rather negative, you know. So how am I supposed to feel relaxed? How am I supposed to feel calm? It's very hard to do so, you know. So try to see it from my point of view, how I feel, because it's not a comfortable situation to be in. Knowing that, you know, somebody basically took away your rights, and you're basically stuck in a situation that you had no idea whatsoever, nor you didn't give your consent, you had no idea, all of it. You know, you're being held hostage in a situation that obviously you would never have consented to. So it's a lot on a person, a lot, you know. And I think about the people who got involved in this, some of the people who got involved in it, you know, what this does to a person on the emotional level is just, it's just unspeakable. Like, you know, I thought very highly of certain people in my past, you know, and to find out that they would put me in a situation like this, it's like, wow. And then it makes your present moment very dull and uneventful. And then you're wondering about what kind of future you could possibly have after going through all of this. So it's in a tremendous amount of stress. It's one that can affect a person 24 hours a day. It's huge. It's deep, you know. So when I get the feeling that there's people who just like, well, just be quiet about it. It's not that big of a deal. It is that big of a deal, especially if it was something that not just affects your life here in this place, but everywhere, okay? Like I looked for work in other places and this situation was still in place. So when you get the understanding of the magnitude of this, you become absolutely sick to your stomach. It's a lot on a person, really it is. Which let me tell you what that translates in my mind. That you cannot do the things that you want to do. You can't live your life the way you want to. And there are people who have something against you and they are willing to enforce their negative views on you and make you suffer for it. That's what it is, okay? And so that's a very disturbing thing to experience, you know? Especially since, you know, I'm not doing anything wrong. And that's really, really upsetting me, you know? It's a difference of opinion. And I think that I live my life in a very good way. And, but maybe it's not their way. But why don't they give you a chance to actually know them before they talk about lifestyle changes and whatnot? You know, it's like, well, we're going to enforce this to make you into a certain way. I can't be anything that I have ever been, anything other than myself. I mean, this is who I am. This is who I'm comfortable being. This is the lifestyle I like to live, you know? And it's not something that can be manipulated or forced upon a person. You know, that's exactly one of the reasons why I brought up people like Andrea Yates and all these other women that went crazy and ended up killing their kids. I would never do such a thing, okay? But my point is, it's like, how much stress and controlled environments can you put a woman under before she snaps? You know, it's not realistic to think that, you know, it's just, I don't know. It's kind of like Neanderthal thinking, like people who have very simple minds think, well, we can do this and this and this and this, and you think that somebody's not going to experience anything negative, the consequences, and the only person who's really suffering the consequences, of course, is me, you know? So it's frustrating, okay? It's very frustrating. So anyway, today is another Saturday, and I'm sitting here, and, you know, I'm not angry at, just because, you know, I have to work a job that I'm not crazy about. You know, I have to say I am grateful to have money coming in. But the same thing is, it's like, well, you know, what about what I wanted? You know, what about what I wanted to do in my life, you know? And that's painful that somebody would take it upon themselves to make a decision or take away something that mattered so much to me and something that's essential for my future, for my life. You know, it's like, I'm supposed to be like, oh, okay, that's cool. Think about it, you know? Anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up. I've got my laundry and, you know, going around in cycles, I guess, in the washing machines, getting ready to go into the dryer, and I'll be making lunch soon, you know. But, you know, and then they put you in a situation where you're in solitude. I don't choose. I mean, believe me, I like being alone a lot, okay? I do. I enjoy being alone a lot, because when you're by yourself, you can do what you want. You can eat how you want. Yeah, you can have your house however you want. You can do whatever you want. It's just a very comfortable feeling. But every once in a while, you know, you want to have company, you know, and then you think, oh, the people who got poisoned in this, I don't know what you want to call it, campaign smear issue. So you sever ties with these people. So your life becomes like, well, what the hell, you know? Anyway, so yeah, it messes up your life. And when they say it destroys every aspect of your life, that is not an understatement. It is the absolute truth. It ruins every aspect of your life. Your financial life, your social life, it tarnishes your reputation. And really, I don't see how it could, but, you know, it's like people want to believe what they want to believe, even though the evidence is right in front of their face. Maria does the same thing over and over again. So she's not going out doing this, and this. She is somebody who is basically a homebody. And before, I was a homebody by choice. Now, it's been forced upon me. So, you know, think about it. You know, use your brain. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. I'll be back with another one later. Take care. Bye-bye.